What's up, guys? I got a great gameplay for you today. It is on the map Raid. Definitely one of my favorite maps. I love it. And what I'm doing in this gameplay is I'm playing multi-team hardpoint, and I'm playing it with two other people that I know. Now, don't get me wrong, I love these guys, but they're not amazing. So, but they do help a lot. They really do help a lot. But I just sound like I'm bashing my own teammates, but I'm not. I'm just trying to give you a background. We're not like spawn trapping pros or something, is what I'm trying to get at. Even though you don't really spawn trap in multi-team, that just doesn't work. But my setup for this is I'm using an AN94. I'm using, I believe, quick draw and stock. And I'm using a shock charge and C4, and I'm using, let's see, I'm using probably lightweight. I'm using lightweight, yes, and I'm also using toughness and scavenger, and I'm also using dexterity, I believe. So I think that's pretty much my setup. And I am using my score streaks are UAV, counter UAV, and the orbital VSAT. It's really a great setup for multi-team, and for going on long gun streaks, this is basically what you want to do. You know, the guys on the other team are, of course, not good. They're not good at all. In fact, they're pretty bad. They're just terrible, probably. To put it, that's the best way I can put it. You know, we really just go to town on these guys. My buddy actually gets way more kills than I do. I was playing this game. I play very, very passive. I was just going for the nuclear. I really wasn't going for anything else. And this was, I think, just right before I was about to prestige, because I prestiged last night, and I'm now 10th prestige, final prestige. So, hoping I can get that prestige master pretty soon. I don't think it'll be this weekend because I'm only like level 11, and that would, I don't know. I'd have to play for a while to get there. But we'll see. Well, you never know. I really, really like multi-team hardpoint, so that's one of the kind of the things that really makes this game different from the other games. There really wasn't something like this, and there was only like Ground War in Modern Warfare 3 that you could kind of get a lot of kills in, and free-for-all was fun, like to get a free-for-all Moab. I did get one of those. I don't have it, unfortunately, on video because I deleted it a long time ago. However, there aren't too many, I guess, more challenging or things to kind of get more kills in and just rank up. And yeah, I mean, if you want a high score per minute, this is probably the #1 thing to be playing because you can see so much action. And if your team, because unfortunately my team, this is what kind of made me a little bit salty was that. Unfortunately, they weren't using counter UAV and orbital VSAT. So it's a little bit frustrating because it slows down what I can do, because if they're doing well, which they should be doing, if the other team is not very good, then we should all have an orbital VSAT up at all times pretty much, or at least be getting there. So if I don't have a VSAT up, it just makes getting a nuclear a lot harder because I have to kind of guess like where they're gonna be, etc., etc., and I don't want to get shot in the back, and I got to be so passive and careful with how I play that it just slows the pace of the game down. So really, to go for like what my next goal, which is extremely very possible, is to get a double nuclear. So 2 nuclears in one game, it's very, very possible. It's just that I will need a bit of cooperation, and they will have to be using VSATs, and it will have to be people of this. We will have to basically face people of this caliber, like they're bad, basically bad people, because to do it versus good people is very difficult. We actually had a game versus some people that had like 3 and 4 KDs, and they were in a party. And I mean, I didn't think they obviously weren't that great, because I think I did pretty decent against them, but at the same time, it wasn't like this game. Like I go 47-1 in this game, and it wasn't like this game in the sense that really you just can't get on these long streaks when you're playing against those other people because they're just such tryhards, and they know where you killed them from, so they're gonna try to go for the revenge kill. They're gonna use, you know, kind of the lame stuff like I'm using. Shock charges are extremely lame. Don't get me wrong. I don't really enjoy using them, or I do kind of just to get back at the people who kind of have been using it against me for so long, and it's so frustrating. But it's also really good. The shock charge is probably one of the best ways to cover yourself. For example, there's another gameplay that I might upload. I don't know if it cut it out or whatever, but I think I have some of it. And in it, I camp on top of a building, and I have one side. Look at these guys boosting, man. I camp one side, and the other side I have a shock charge. So when somebody walks in, they're definitely going to get shock charged. Even if they have tactical mask, I'll still know that they're there. So it's just a really great way to have basically someone covering an area when you don't even need that other person. You just need to shock charge. And the great thing about shock charge is I think you can have as many on the map as you pick up. So whenever you kill someone in this game, I think you can always pick up their scav pack as long as you don't kill them with like an explosive such as C4. Like if you kill them with C4, you're not going to be able to get a scavenger pack, because the idea from that is that you can't just continuously C4 people, because what would happen is like you C4 someone, you walked over their buddy, got another C4, and you'd just be chunking C4s all day, you know what I mean? So that's kind of, I think, why they did that, and it definitely makes sense. It's a good thing. So when you're trying to look for a C4, just shoot them with a gun if you can, and that way you can get a C4. And then in my case, whenever I get a scav pack, I'll replenish my shock charge as well. So I usually like to throw that one up where I can, and it definitely helps out a lot. And if you know where you're putting your shock charges, then that's going to allow you to, whenever you see that hit marker, you know, turn around or wherever it may be and, you know, get them, because I really love the shock charge. I know I said it's lame, but it is, but when going for gameplays, you kind of need all the lame stuff that you can get, and right there, I just got the nuclear. I was pretty pleased with myself. I was like, woo, yeah, let's go. Nuclear time, baby. But I was realizing that, you know, with only 2 minutes left, I was thinking maybe I should go for another nuclear. It's actually, I know that might sound silly, it's only 2 minutes, but it's really not that crazy. I mean, it would have been so much easier as I said earlier, if we all were running VSATs, because it's just so much, it's kind of like annoying that I have to be the one to get all the VSATs, because that puts a lot of pressure on me to run around and find the kills extremely quickly, and that's just, sometimes I can't find them because I don't have a VSAT, I don't know where they are. So I know that maybe sounds like I'm complaining, and why are these guys boosting? It seems like I was on a few games and these guys were just boosting their asses off. I think the other nuclear game I had, they were also boosting, and it was just really annoying, and that's where I die, right there, to that sniper. I was like, seriously? But it was my fault. I was looking on the radar and I thought, for some reason, I think I saw him, but it didn't register for some reason that he was there. I guess I thought he was going the other way, or whatevs. But I think I go on a little bit of a streak here, so at the end here, rather, and it's unfortunate that, you know, I wasn't playing a little bit smarter and just went for a double nuclear, because I think this would have been, this was definitely a great lobby to go for a double nuclear. I mean, I can't really complain. Can't really find another lobby, or I can't say that most lobbies are going to be better than this in terms of their skill level. So anyway, guys, I'm also going to bring out some awesome, I'm trying to bring out like a claw video and a tutorial and stuff like that. Man, that guy was bad. So I'm working on that, and please be patient. I'm hoping to get a video up soon on that, because I really want to improve the quality of the videos as far as the content, really. Not necessarily the actual video quality, because I can't do that really much yet. So Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, if you did enjoy my commentary, please leave a like, rating, and subscribe if you haven't already. Any comments, leave them in below, and I'll read them. So take care, guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
It's over.